Welcome to episode 31 of 5mil by 30. And today I want to share why I haven't done an episode for 3 weeks. Illness, holidays, work stews, and some good work stew stories, including me being sick. And then I want to share about the power of follow-up and how we've used kind of smart follow-up and invested quite significantly in one piece of follow-up, which has allowed us to land a client that's going to kind of add 70% to one of our businesses. Not recorded an episode for just over 3 weeks, and December was probably the most unproductive in terms of work-wise months of at least the last couple of years. However, on reflection, it was a very, very good month, as I'll share. So let me just take you through December, because it was a pain in the ass. I was ill. I had a sinus infection, which kind of wiped me out first 2 weeks. Then I had a work stew. So for our agency, we took our team to Malaga in Spain for 3 nights at a pretty significant cost. Essentially, we have 2 offices, one in the UK and one in Spain. And then we have a group of freelance, full-time kind of remote workers is probably the best way to put it. And we communicate regularly online. We run a business with many moving parts, with many clients, which means that the strength of our relationships is so key. So we want to bring everyone together, fill them with tapas, fill them with booze, and have a great time for 3 days with plenty of activities. And that's exactly what we did. And there was no disasters apart from a couple of people nearly breaking their faces, falling off Segways. It was a very, very good trip. And already this year now we're seeing just like the fact people know each other like really well and have built these friendships. It's just helping everything move quicker because we all kind of understand each other and understand how to communicate to each other. It's been superb. I then had 4 days in Butlins with a family. Big takeaway from that was don't go to Butlins just before Christmas because your child, although they've got a Christmas tree with wrapped presents full of Peppa Pig stuff under the tree, will all of a sudden fall in love with Teletubbies and leave you kind of looking stupid on Christmas Day. So that's exactly what happened there. And then I had another work stew for our handwritten mailing house, which was, I wish it was clean. I was being sick outside of Natwest at 5 p.m. Make of that what you will. But the big kind of thing I want to talk about in this episode is follow-up. Because one thing that happened in December was we landed the biggest deal for the mailing house that we've ever landed. The biggest deal I've ever landed in my life. To give you an idea without going deep into it, the revenue that I shared in episode 30, this has the power to slap like 20% on that overall revenue or about 70% on Sue Scribblemell's revenue. Huge, huge, huge. So let me take you through the story because the power is all in the follow-up here. So in, I believe it was February, March, it might be a little bit later, 2018, we received an inquiry from a well-known brand who wanted to build and launch a sizable direct mail campaign in order to bring new customers on board. What we did, we put a proposal together, we sent it to them, they loved the proposal, however they didn't have enough budget in order to move ahead, which was painful at the time, but hey ho. So what we've done is we've been very good with a follow-up. Now, naturally, we've done all the things we'll do to anyone who inquires. We'll send them the print newsletter that goes out. We'll send them emails. We'll keep personally in touch with phone calls, with messages. But what we've done with these is a little bit above and beyond. So, example, a random Friday towards the end of summer, we sent 200 quid's worth of Domino's pizza to their office at lunchtime with a little note scribbled in the top saying, "Have lunch on us," from the Scribblemail team. Out the blue, no expectation. Instantly, we get a phone call saying thank you. Now let's jump to December. We've done this for all our clients and all our key prospects. We've bought them an expensive high-end pen and sent it to them with a little handwritten note referencing the pen, and it'll be great to work together. It's great, carry on our relationship in 2019. Just after that pen landed, we got a message from this client who wanted to push ahead, who have just built us into the budget for 2019. And between Christmas and New Year, I've been busy building their direct mail campaign, which should be ready to launch in the next, hopefully by next Monday. So promising, looking really good. That's all agreed. We're moving ahead, so that's a good thing for the business and pretty much covers all the costs of the business plus more, which is going to give us the ability to scale quite significantly this year. So I think that's pretty much the things that I've had on my list which I wanted to cover. One thing I'm nervous yet excited about for 2019 is this is an all or nothing year for this 5 mil by 30 target. Last year was putting the fundamentals in place. We built teams, we've got enough clients in order to kind of break even or make a profit. This year with both of the businesses that have been grown to sell, this year's the scale year, next year's the sale year. So we need to grow quite significantly this year, which will mean that if everything goes to plan, the revenue that's shared in episode 30, expect that to times 4, times 5 in order to get us where we need. But this year's probably going to be the hardest working year of my life. And I really just crossing fingers because I know a lot of things that need to happen for this to go to plan are a little bit out of my hands. Although as a business owner, we've always got so much control. I need a lot of things to fall in our favour. But I'm confident that we're doing everything we can to make sure they do. So I'm very positive for this year, but nervous because I could make myself look like a dick if all this goes wrong on camera with this target. But I think this year is going to be an interesting one to follow along. A lot of lessons that will definitely be learned, especially when it comes to scaling, growing pains, and hopefully, in the end, selling. So I'll see you on episode 32.